get onto this call. We want to make sure that all of the leaders around the world, Canada, what's up? India is in, I cannot wait. I'm chopping at the bits to get to India. That's going to be absolutely phenomenal as well. South Africa, South Africa is in the house. I think I saw Thailand in the house, Saudi Cup, Netherlands, England, wow, Slovakia, Canada, Nigeria. I mean, all the countries are coming in right now. Y'all keep letting us know. Albania, Kenya. All right, Kenya, welcome. Lebanon, Ecuador, welcome, Ecuador. So anyway, Argentina, I saw you lighting it up there. Scotland, welcome. Czech Republic, welcome. Honduras, welcome. Guys, do me a favor as we get ready to cross over the 2,000 threshold, 2,000 people on the call so far. Do me a favor, if you haven't had a chance to do this, make sure you send out the reminders in your group chats, put up the reminders on social media. I want for the next 60 minutes, the next 90 minutes that we're going to share together, a couple of things I want us to do. I want us to take over the airwaves. I want us as a collective, now over 2,000 of us that are coming together right now, I want us to take over Instagram. I want us to take over TikTok. I even want us to take over Facebook. And if you're on MySpace, I want us to take over MySpace as well. I want every single one of you that are listening to me that can understand me. And I'm going to attempt to speak slowly because I know we are translating. But I want us to take over the airwaves. You ought to be posting. You ought to be taking picture messages or whatever it is right now, screenshots, and posting on your social media pages, because two things are going to happen. Number one, is going to remind people about the call. Number two, it's going to reinvigorate people about what's happening inside of your company economy. Macedonia is in the house. Poland is in the house. All right, so let's do that if we haven't already. Chile is in the house as well. We're now over 2,000 people that are on this call. Jamaica, I see you. Mexico, Viva Mexico is in the house. But here's what we want to do here. I know we've had an incredible 2024. Most of you that have been with us for the whole year. Bulgaria, I see you. Italy, I see you. Those of you that have been with us for the whole year, you understand the growth that is taking place inside of this company right now. There's not a lot of smoke screens and mirrors. There's not a lot of fluff that's happening. You're going to really see the data, because we are a privately held company, but we are going to be public with the data today. You're going to see all of the details, the information that's happening inside of our company. This is not fluff. This is not hype. Croatia, I see you. This is not any of those things. You're going to be able to see what's happening inside of your company. Not only that, you're going to be able to also see many of the people that are just like you. Some of them that got started with this company a year ago. Some of them that have been working with our company for 2 and 3 years. Some of them that just got started 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We've got brand new icons that just promoted within the last several weeks here in the month of December. So things are happening in a monumental way as we speak. And so you're going to be seeing some of these people. You're going to be hearing from a lot of the corporate executives that are serving and working with many of the field leaders all around the world. Trinidad and Tobago, I saw you in the house. And so you're going to see a lot of that. Now, a couple of things I will recommend you do. The first thing I'd recommend you do is grab a notepad and pen. Now, some of us, I understand that you write on your laptops, you write on your iPads, you write on your iPhones. I don't know if you can write on Android. If you can write on Android, put 555 in the chat. If you are one of the few people that that has an Android phone, put 555 in the chat. Cameroon, I see you. Put 555 in the chat if you got an Android phone. If you got an iPhone, put 333 in the chat if you have an iPhone. All right. If you're an iPhone user, put 333 in the chat. I think the iPhone users may have it. We always know if you are an iPhone user, you always
Recording
know when
in
you send out a
progress.
text message and that bubble turns green, you know that person's not an iPhone user. But anyway, what I would recommend you do, if you've got a calendar, see, this is my 2024 calendar. It documents every single thing that has happened inside of Economy, all of the events, all of the meetings I've done, all of the appointments, What I've learned is that successful people, we work by calendar. Your calendar is your calculator. Would you write that down? Your calendar is your calculator. You can calculate the amount of income you're going to earn in the calendar year if you're properly utilizing a calendar to build your business. So this is 2024, but guess what? We are marching into 2025. So guess what? I've got my 2025 planner and calendar already. All right. What you got to understand is that if you are a planner, you have a plan. And that's not deep, but all planners, all of us that have a plan, we have a planner. All of us that have a plan, every leader that has a plan, they have a planner. All right. And so I would recommend that you invest into this. And here's what I learned a long time ago. I write my affirmations and my goals down at the front page of my calendar. I've got this. And these affirmations and these goals that I've got in my calendar, guess what? I speak them every single day. Every single day without fail, whether I'm in America or Australia, whether I'm in Bolivia or Bosnia, whether I'm in Cameroon or California, every single day I'm speaking my goals. Now, this sounds, very crazy. I understand. It sounds esoteric. I get it. It sounds pie in the sky. Oh, there go those people. I get it. I understand. I used to say the same stuff until I recognized that the people that were planners, the people that had a plan, that were doing exactly what I'm teaching you to do, these individuals were making my yearly salary every week. These people were earning what I earned in a year. They were earning it every 7 days. And guess what I started to do? We've got almost 2,300 people on this call right now. I'm giving you another 60 seconds before I bring on our CEO and founder onto the call. Another 60 seconds for you to get yourself together here. Now, make sure you got your notepad and your pens, and you got your iPhones or your Androids. Get ready to take some notes. Make sure you take screenshots of this call. Make sure you post that on your social media pages. Make sure you post it on your stories, because people are going to be watching, and we don't want them ignorant of what's happening inside of our company. We don't want them falling for the gaslighting. We don't want them falling for the gossip and the lies that sometimes are being told on social media. We want them to see the truth, hear the truth, know the truth directly from the source. And so we've got another 30 seconds getting ready to introduce our CEO and founder. If you're excited about today's call, would you put some fire emojis in the chat? If you are excited about today's call, put some fire emojis in the chat. I don't know if we've got the chat still on. Okay, we got the chat still on. I see each and every one of you now. I've got my calendar. I've got my notepad. I've got my pen. I've got my gold pen, right? I've got my gold pen. Why? Because I've got a gold pack. I've got my gold pen because I've got a gold pack. Those of you that got a gold pack, you know what I'm talking about, right? You've got every single one of our products, our services. You got 100% access to our platform because you've got a gold pack. I've got a gold pen because I've got a gold pack. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to set the stage for the incredible visionary leader that we have an opportunity to not only share space with, we have the opportunity to hear from, to learn from, and to really be in partnership with this gentleman. He started this company just a few short years ago, and he started with a big vision. He started with a big goal, and over time, that vision has attracted visionary leadership. That vision has attracted what I call vision carriers. Everybody type in the chat, I am a vision carrier. Type that in the chat. I am a vision carrier. Type that in the chat. I am a vision carrier. See, every vision requires vision carriers, people that will see the vision, people that will buy into the vision, and people that will carry the vision that the visionary has laid out. People that will carry the vision to their companies or to their countries, to their communities. People that will buy into the vision and say, you know what? I know what we're doing in Eaconomy. I know where we're going. I believe in what's been set up. It's not perfect, but it's true. It's not always pretty, but it's real. That's what you and I have an opportunity to hear and learn from and glean from today. And so I want to step out of the way of greatness. I want to bring on our CEO, our founder, the gentleman that had the vision for this company, the gentleman that has taken on all of the burden, takes on the stress, takes on the worry, takes on all of the challenges, the legal challenges, the commissions, the merchants, the products, the services, the personnel, the field, the corporate staff, the gentleman that says, you know what, I'm going to take all of this on onto my shoulders, and I'm going to make sure that I don't let the people down. I'm going to make sure that I allow the vision to help me carry forth the message and the mission of what we're doing. You guys help me put your hands together. Everybody put hand claps in the chat for our incredible visionary leader, Mr. Hassan Mahmoud. Hassan, are you out there, sir?
I am. Can you hear me, Mr. Wilkins?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can't see you quite yet.
Let me fix it real quick. So if you want to give everybody the disclaimer, I didn't do my hair and makeup today. I woke up not feeling well. There's a big flu going around Los Angeles County right now. And I just wanted to make sure I showed up today. So I hope that's okay, Mr. Wilkins.
Absolutely. You look great to me, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Well, guys, before I get started, please drop some fire emojis in the chat. Drop the number 7 to show our VP, Mr. Wilkins, some love. Thank you so much for opening up the call. We are going to, wow, thousands of messages. We are going to turn the chat off. Now, I do want to say one more time, because we have translators, but also because some of you didn't hear it when we first started on the call. Yep, we're at 2,300 people. Wow, guys, incredible. Send out those invites because the heat is about to start. But some of you guys weren't here when we started the call, and we were talking about how things aren't perfect. And we have asked our Zoom account manager multiple times to turn the ability for people to drop links in our Zoom chat. Now, in our Zoom account, we have turned it off for whatever reason. Call it challenges, call it adversity, call it God has a humor. It will not go away. Now, I'm saying this because when we do open up the chat and you see links being dropped in the Zoom chat, do not join the links. They are scam groups. They are not a representative of Eaconomy, and we will never drop links in our Zoom chat. Now, these people are even so colorful that they'll disguise themselves as some of our icons. And so it's actually pretty incredible. This, Premium Bells keeps showing up to every company webinar for the past, I don't know how many months, trying to get people into his private chat. I'm just joking. Don't join the chats even if it has an icon's name. Even if it has an executive's name, do not join these groups. Now that I've been very clear about that, I'm going to move on with the call because all of our translators showed up on time today. All of our executives showed up on time today. And I just am so excited about us closing the year off strong. I'm going to get a sip of tea real quick, one moment. And we're going to get right into it. So today we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about this past year. You're going to hear from some of our executives and their perspective and their experience this past year. We're going to welcome some new executives the Economy way. And we're also going to share a lot of results. We just closed off the year and had an incredible event in Dubai about a month ago. And it was just magical. I mean, it was a great way for us to close the tour off. It was a great way to bring everyone together, but it was just magical. It really, really was. And at the event, we shared some information that blew everyone's mind. Now, there was only about 330 people, give or take, in the room from all over the world, different languages. And so we want to make sure that you guys, thousands and thousands of our members, see it for the first time. We also want to talk about the results from this past year from our trading department and some major and exciting news that is going to change everything for Economy in 2025. January 18th. You haven't seen the slide yet, but mark my words, January 18th will be the day that transforms the Economy forever. And so on that note, I'm going to get started. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Jared, if you can let me know once I have shared my screen, if you can see my screen share. Can you see my screen, Jared?
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm going to minimize this guy so he's out of the way. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to share this with you. We're going to talk first about the results. And what are the results? Well, the trading results. The reason why we want to talk about this is because if we didn't have results as a company from an education and trading standpoint, we wouldn't exist. You see, a lot of companies in our space, they think it's the opposite. They think just sell, 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 sell. And even if the products don't work, the trading stuff doesn't work, the education doesn't work, you keep selling more and you just bring new customers. We don't like that philosophy. We like the philosophy of let's make sure the stuff works so that way our customers are happy, so that way we can attract the best educators, and so that way we can be here long-term to give everyone the ability to build a long-term business. We just crossed over 2,400 people on the call. Welcome, everyone. Very happy to have you here. And so on that note, we want to show some love to all of our educators. You know what? I am going to do this. What I am going to do per slide, because it's important, we're going to open up the chat per slide for the results, because it's important that our educators that are going to be shown today, their results, that they know how much the community really appreciates them, because without their hard work, effort, dedication, commitment, and patience on the charts, and patience with our community sometimes teaching, we wouldn't be where we are today, and the affiliates wouldn't be at the promotional ranks they are today. So the first one I want to start off with is Mr. Abdullah Harfoush. Some of you take his weekly overview. Some of you take his, are on his live sessions. And it's pretty incredible. Abdullah now has crossed over 5,000 people live on his US 30 calls within seconds of starting the calls. I'm so proud of him and all of his hard work. He has been nothing but consistent the last, I don't know how many years now. But I really want us to see the blossom of his hard work from the calls this past year of 2024. Because of his hard work, so many of you were able to build some unbelievable businesses. And so I'm going to open up the chat real quick, because Abdullah's on the call, and I want you guys real quick in the chat to show him some love. If you've ever been on a session with Abdullah and you have seen the results of progress of money, tell Abdullah we love you. Tell him congratulations on his hard work. Tell him thank you. I can't tell you the amount of times I get messages from people saying, man, I'm making so much money with this guy. Thank you. Thank you, Abdullah. We appreciate all of your hard work in 2024 that you bring to the Forex department. And we look forward to 2025. Man, the chat's going crazy. And all the future sessions and hard work. So we're going to turn the chat off now. Thank you, guys. You are amazing. We're going to move on to the next trader and the next results. The next person we would like to highlight is Plutos. Plutos now has been a fan favorite for more than half a year, I believe. I know that a lot of you guys have added it to your packages, and the Plutos team has done an incredible job. This is specifically, by the way, the Plutos trade ideas. These are the trade ideas, not the sessions. I do want to clarify that, because it's important. Not that our amazing Nigel Hemmett doesn't do amazing sessions. If you haven't joined one of Nigel's sessions, you should. He has an incredible teaching style, very calm, cool, collective, and he does an amazing job. But this right here is the results of our incredible trader, Bert. She has done an outstanding job as an analyst on Plutos and for Economy, and we appreciate her so much. So if you guys saw any results from Plutos this past year, she's on the call. Let's show her some love, please, guys, in the chat, and tell her thank you. Whatever you want to share in the chat. What a smash of a year for Plutos. Bert, you did an incredible job. We really appreciate you, Habibti, and 2025 is going to be a big year. We move forward. Thank you so much, Bert. Thank you to the whole Plutos team. Wow, the chat is lighting up. Thank you so much. Now, it's important we show this recognition to our traders, ladies and gentlemen, because without them and our educators, we're just another platform, right? Now, the next one, crypto's popping right now. Everybody's talking about crypto. Everybody, we're going into the biggest crypto bull run that we've ever seen in our life in a few more weeks. And if you guys aren't aware by now, you need to get involved in crypto, in DeFiverse. So if you guys saw some results from the team at DeFiverse, whether it was Kevin, whether it was Felipe, whether it was Picasso, whether it was Jonathan, if you guys saw some results from DeFiverse this year, let's show them some love. Let's show them some love. The chat is open. I'm so grateful for the entire DeFiverse team. They have done an outstanding job. DeFiverse keeps expanding. The app keeps getting better and better. And they're doing everything in their power to continue innovating on the app for 2025. Mark my words, guys. I've been talking about it a lot the last few weeks myself, that the crypto market this year is going to be something that we will never see again in our lives. That's how insane the crypto market is going to be this year, okay? I don't need a disclaimer for that. That's a fact. But thank you to the entire DeFiverse team. The chat is blowing up. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you and all of your hard work. And we are so excited to see what DeFiverse is going to do in 2025 for Economy. Now we are going to move forward to the next one. The next one is stock options. Stock options, stock options, stock options. Wow. I just saw Miss Jessica Ramos in Dubai, and she did an outstanding talk on stage. And the thing about Jessica that I love so much is she has this incredible capability to speak bluntly, but with love. Some people can speak blunt and you need to hear it, but you take it in an offensive manner. She has, in my opinion, perfected the teaching capability. She's a teacher, and not everybody can teach properly. But she has perfected, in my opinion, the teaching capability of connecting with a student, which is why stock options has had another year of outstanding results. Jess, my sister, I'm so grateful for you. We're going to open up the chat. If anyone in your group, anyone in your customers, anyone that you know that you introduced to the economy has been using stock options in 2024, please show some love to Jessica Ramos for all the hard work she puts into stock options here at Economy. It is nuts, the amount of students. I mean, Jessica just sent me, I'm going to open up the chat. Jessica just sent me a screenshot of the other day where one of her students has crossed over $100,000 in withdrawn. They have withdrawn $100,000 from profit using her education and her trade analysis. And it's crazy to think about that because they pay $99 a month. Even if they paid $99 for the next 10 years, it wouldn't even equate to the amount of money they made with stock options in 1 year. And that's just one student. We have so many other men, but Jess, everyone loves you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything that you have done for stock options and provided to Economy in the stock options sector of the company. We're only getting better. We're only getting bigger, and we appreciate all the hard work that you put into this. Seriously. We love you so much, Jess, and thank you for everything that you do. We're going to move on now to the next educator. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to share the end of year results. We're going to put some stuff on social media here, and sorry, I got a message, and I want to make sure it was important because I can't see the screen, and Mr. Khan has a great point. But on that note, we are going to post all these results on our social media pages for each different educator, each different results for the end of the year, so everyone can show some love and share it with the world, because what we have is hot. What we have is hot. 92% year to date. Wow, Jess, you're unbelievable. Thank you so much. The next one. Oh, all right. That's it for the educators. So one more time, I'm going to open up the chat, and then I'm going to open up the chat for all of our educators. Let's say thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone on Solex. Thank you to everyone on ECA. Thank you to Jessica for stock ops. Thank you for Abdullah for the US 30 sessions. Thank you to the entire DeFiverse team. Thank you to Plutos Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. And the result of that, the result of all of that, the result, I'm going to say that one more time, okay? The result of all of the hard work from our educators has given the company the capability to grow beyond measure. The growth that Economy had this past year was something that companies don't ever see in their lifetime as companies. I'm not just talking about network marketing, I'm talking about companies. And I want to slow down because I know we have the translators, but I'm just so excited. But the amount of growth that we had this past year was incredible. Thank you to all the educators and all their hard work. Because of their hard work and because they perform and do their best for our clients and our customers all over the world in every language that we have, it has now helped us do this. So you guys are with me, okay? Because of the educators' hard work, because the customers are loving it, because you guys are getting this in Economy out to the world, this has been the result of that. We are now in 181 countries. I'm going to open up the chat, by the way, after I'm done with this information because I want to speed this little part up. But 181 countries. The last time we shared this data in 2023 at our gala event in London, we were at 80 countries. 80. And in 1 year, we have more than doubled. We have customers in 181 countries who are learning, getting part of the academy. Thank you to the results of our services, and thank you to all of our affiliates. Thank you, guys. Now, this is, by the way, this is up until October of 2024. We haven't got the updated number because we've been so busy getting ready for the new year. It's more than this now, but we're at 31,000 active customers in Economy globally, which is pretty incredible because the last time we shared this data, we were at 12,000 members. So as you guys can see, we've more than tripled in a year. What do you think we're going to be at next year? All because of the results of our platform and the hard work of our educators and our affiliates. Congratulations, guys. We couldn't have done this without you. We can't wait to share the final number by the end of this year. Now, because of that, because of the hard work of everyone and the amount of countries we're in and the amount of members we have surpassed $4.3 million a month in total global sales, which is incredible considering we were under 1.8 million a month in November of 2023. Wow. It's like the company's growing or something, right? And it's like Mr. Wilkins talked about. People will say things online. People will talk about us. For some reason, everyone has an opinion about us. And it's always funny when the people who have never experienced the company have the biggest opinions about us. And we don't care. We keep going. Why? Because we focus on the results. People can talk, but we will keep growing and we'll keep focusing on the results. And I just want to say congratulations to everyone in their hard work in being a part of this. It's now more, which we will share by the end of the year. But I do want to share with you guys how exciting and how incredible this is for you. Affiliates that are on the call. If this hasn't made sense to you yet, that this is a business that you can use, that you can rely on, a business that will feed your family for the next 10, 15, 20 years, and I don't know what is. This is your sign, and there's going to be more signs towards the going more into the call. Now, the next part that we want to share is something pretty incredible. We shared this goal in Dubai about a month ago, and we talked about our goal. We have a few different goals, but this year we're setting a new goal in place. One of our new additional goals is we want to be the fastest company to achieve $1 billion paid out in commissions to the field. Now, companies have set this goal before. And it's funny because companies have set the goal, but then they never talk about it like 3 years later. Everyone's like, wait, did they ever do it? Did whatever happened? We shared our data with our members in Dubai. We did something that no owner would do, no executive team would do. mainly because they don't want you to see how little they pay the field, but most importantly because they're not confident in what they're doing. Well, we set this goal out and we know that we're going to accomplish this goal. Let me share some data with you guys, okay? Customers, stick with us for a minute. I want customers to stick with us for a minute to see this. But here's the data, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the data. In 2021, by the way, the first time we released this was in November. We've never released this publicly. In 2021, the last 3 months of the year, it was October, November, December, we paid out $62,000 in commissions. Translators, make sure you translate this to the T, please. This is so important. In 2022, we paid out $2.2 million in commissions to many of the people on this call, to many of the people in the company. By the way, from 62,000 to 2.2 million, I think it's working. 2023. In 2023, we paid out $16.2 million in commissions. Again, we jumped from 2022 to 2023. And in 2024, this was up until October, so January to October, not last month, not in December. We're going to give the final number on our January 18th mega event that we're going to talk about here momentarily. But just from January to October, we paid out $34.1 million. People can talk. You know what? I'm going to turn the chat on real quick because I just want to see if people understand what's going on. I want to see if people are excited. Is the chat working? This thing on? Guys, $62,000 in commissions 2021. $2.2 million in commissions in 2022, $16.2 million in commissions 2023, and in 2024, just from January to October, we paid out $34.1 million. We don't need a disclaimer for this. You want to know why? Because we have the accounting for it. This is a fact. I know this because we wrote the checks. And so when people talk about, is this a company that pays? Is it sustainable? Absolutely. We grow every single year. Now, here's the powerful thing. I'm loving the chat right now. Crazy, right, guys? All because of all of your hard work. Now, check this out. Now, this isn't the final number for 2024, by the way, all time. But total commissions payout, $52.7 million. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. I want you guys to drop a 7 in the comments if this is resonating with you. I want you guys to drop, you know, like our VP talks about big hand clap. I want you guys to drop the clap emoji in the chat if you earned any commissions. Or you know what? I want you to write I did. I did. D-I-D. I did. If you earned any commissions from Eaconomy, not just in 2024, but the last few years, any of the years, I did. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. It's going crazy. I did. I did. Now, here's the crazier part. 65% of the number you see on the screen was paid out between January and October of 2024. Nuts. We're almost at 1,000 comments in under 30 seconds. Nuts. We have a goal. We know we're going to achieve the goal. Nobody would show you these numbers. No company would, because they don't want you to see how little they're paying their distributors, their affiliates. We will, because we know we pay the most. And the only reason we're able to pay the most is because we provide the best. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. Nobody is perfect. But I will tell you this. We come pretty dang close when it comes to what are the facts on the table. And because of the hard work and the results from our educators, from Plutos to D5ers to stock options to Abdullah Harfouch's sessions to all of our other educators, because of their hard work and the results that cut stock, just the results that people are seeing, it gave the affiliates the ability to grow beyond measure. It gave the affiliates the ability to earn a piece of this $52 million in commissions. And we are so proud and excited to say that we will be the first company to achieve $1 billion in commissions paid out. I believe, but we talked about it. I'm not going to say it on this call. We talked about it in person. I made a bet with Sonny, Archon 75 Sonny, about what I believe by the end of 2025 we will have paid out. But you'll see why come January 18th. We're going to talk about it here on the call as well. So congratulations to all of you guys. We are so happy for you. You're right, Des. It is done. It is done. It is done. Jessica, it's done. We're going to get this thing done, guys. And I appreciate all of you so much and all of your hard work. Now, we're going to move on to the next slide. We're going to turn the chat off one more time. Owen, it is done. Thank you, guys. Noni, it's done. Kelvin, it's done. I'm honored to be here with you guys today because we still have to hear from our incredible executives. They're going to share a little bit about this past year and while they're excited about 2025. But do me a favor, guys. I want you to see this slide before we bring up one of our executives. I'm going to actually open it up. So I'm going to open up the chat. This is pretty cool, by the way. This is pretty cool. Okay. Now, we're going to show these names, by the way, on January 18th. We're going to show all these names because these are real people. But in 2025, in 2024, look at the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, we're still at 2,400 people. The number hasn't even moved. Why? Because everyone's so excited about what they're seeing right now. This is a recorded call. Now, actually, before I continue, I do want to say, because we talked about results earlier, and even though it's on the slides, the trading results, disclaimer, past profits are not necessarily indicative of future results. This is compliance. They're pinging me right now. You can lose money trading. You can make money. Always consult with your own private financial advisor before you get started in any investing, okay? Know the risks. But on that note, 2024, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. I see Sayori up here. Congratulations, Sayori, for hitting 5K. We had 7,866 people hit apprentice. Let's go. Congratulations. I want you guys to write congratulations in the chat. Everybody write congratulations in the chat to all these incredible people. Over 2,500 people are making $500 a month in commissions with the economy. We're not even talking about the trading profits. How incredible is that? That's like $1.1 million being paid out just to people and $500 going into families, right? This number right here. This number we just talked about, going to families. Going to families just like yours. Going to families in Bolivia. Going to families in Nigeria. Going to families in Lebanon. Going to families in Canada. Going to families in Slovakia, in Poland. Like everywhere, guys. This is incredible. You should be, the Philippines. You should be proud of this. Influencer 900, 1,400 people. Influencer 1,500, 649 people. 380 people hit Prodigy 3K. Let's go. Let's go. 380 people hit Prodigy 3K in 2024. The year's not even over yet. We have a few more days. And I think we're going to hit some more ranks that we haven't even talked about because of the promo we're going to announce at the end of this call. And 125 people hit Prodigy 5K this year. That is just outstanding. Outstanding. Congratulations, everyone. Let's give them one more congratulations, guys, in the chat. One more congratulations, and then we're going to move on. One more congratulations. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. And congratulations to your hard work. We're going to now move on to the next slide, ladies and gentlemen. The next slide that we're really excited to share with you is this. The next slide that we're really excited to share with you is this. I'm going to turn off the chat for now. The next slide we're really excited to share with you is this. Icons. Wow. 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 Like if you guys aren't taking, I got to take a picture of this because this is just beautiful. Even I'm going to take a photo right now. We're live. We're live right now. Wow. This is unbelievable. Tell me what company is doing this. Tell us. We have the results. This is people who achieved a 6-figure yearly rank in economy and up. Wow. We set out a goal for 2024. I'm going to open up the chat because I know not even the icons have seen this, by the way. Everyone asked, did we hit our goal? Did we hit our goal? Ladies and gentlemen, we smashed our goal. We set out a goal for 2024 for 100 icons. For 100 icons. We hit our goal. We smashed it. 58 people hit Icon 9, $9,000 a month. 46 people hit Icon 15. Congratulations. Congratulations. 18 people hit Icon 25. A rank and a position and income that will change your life forever. Forever, anywhere in the world. Icon 25, 18 people. 6 people accomplished Icon 50. 6 people. 6 people accomplished Icon 75 this year. 6 people accomplished Icon 100 this year. There's people on this list that accomplished 25, 50, 75, and 100 all in the same year, this year. There's people that accomplished 50, 75, and 100 this year. There's people who accomplished 9, Icon 9 to Icon 50, all in the same year. This is crazy, and we have 2 people who hit Icon 250. This is nuts. Tell me a company that's doing this. Show us. This was 2024. This was the result of our training results. This was the result of our educators. This was the result of our executive team. This was the result of our affiliates' hard works. This is the result of the commissions paid out to each and every single family. This is the result. Are we perfect? No. Are we better? Yes. Are we perfect? No. Are we better? Yes. And so I'm just honored, and I just want to give a congratulations one more time to all the icons. Guys, give me the chat, please. Congrats to all the icons. This is incredible. Doesn't matter if they're on your group or not. Congratulations. Come on, congrats in the chat. Congrats. Congrats to all of the icons. Congrats, congrats, congrats. All of the icons. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Just incredible. All right, we're going to now turn off the chat, and we're going to move forward. That was a lot of the information that we were going to share on the call. We have a few more slides, ladies and gentlemen, but I want you to hear from some of our team right now. We're gonna bring some of them up, and we're going to bring them up, and we're going to hear from them. Before we bring up some of our other executives who have been here this past year, I wanted us to properly welcome Hisham Narej. We were able to bring Hisham part of our corporate and executive team this past year. And we're very excited about the French market. I'm going to open up the chat. So everyone, guys, let's give a welcome to Hisham, a proper economy welcome, guys, to Hisham. We have a lot of big goals and a lot of ambitions for the French market, the French-speaking market in general this coming year and every year forward. And just to give you guys an idea, the last company that Hisham worked with, because I want you to know the results, the last company that Hisham worked with, you know, through his group, they did over $120 million in sales across the world. $120 million in sales across the world in, I think, 14 months. That is just wow. Wow. And so I want us to, everyone is very excited, Hisham. You got welcome and congratulations in multiple languages, Habibi. I want to bring up Hisham for a few minutes, really quick, and then we're going to bring up the rest of our executive team. But I want to bring up Hisham really quick so he can share a few words. Hisham, Habibi, can you hear me, by the way? I don't know if you're able.
Yes, good.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, Habibi, because we do have the French translation, and we don't want to mess it up, is I have Ryan here, and Ryan is going to... Ryan, are you able to unmute Habibi or no?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Perfect. So Ryan's going to translate for you, Habibi. That way, Nas, we don't want to mess up the language interpretation for everybody else. And so, Ryan, go ahead and let Hisham know that you're going to translate for him live. So after he speaks, you'll speak, and just go back forward, just like we're on stage. And please have Hisham share a little bit why he's so excited to be working with Eaconomy and 2025.
No problem. Bah, je vais traduire pour toi et en fait, il veut savoir pourquoi tu es excité de travailler avec Eaconomy.
Bah, déjà, bonsoir à tous. Bonsoir Ryan, je suis vraiment très heureux d'être ici avec vous aujourd'hui. Moi, je m'appelle Hicham Larèche et je suis le nouveau VP France de Eaconomy.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and it's an honor to be part of the Economy team and to be the VP of the French market.
Avant de commencer, je tiens vraiment à remercier notre fondateur Hassan, qui est un CEO, mais un leader exceptionnel, avec une vision inspirante et un engagement sincère envers son entreprise.
Before I begin, I'd like to thank Hassan for being an amazing CEO and an amazing leader with a big vision.
qui, qui a un engagement sincère envers son entreprise. Je comprends l'anglais, Brian, un petit peu, hein.
Vas-y, vas-y.
Yes.
And who is very sincere with the company and does absolutely everything that he says out to do.
J'aimerais aussi remercier notre président Edwin, mais que j'ai découvert à Dubaï, à la convention, qui était exceptionnel. Un grand monsieur avec une expérience vraiment hors norme et qui transmet sa passion.
He would also like to thank Edwin, who in Dubai he met and realized how much of a savage he is and how much passion he has towards not only the industry but of course the economy family.
Leur éthique et leur intégrité sont vraiment inspirantes. Et grâce à eux, aujourd'hui, on a une belle opportunité où on va pouvoir grandir ensemble et créer une communauté très forte.
Their standards and their professionals are a very big level, which means that as a company, as a team, we're going to be able to go to another level.
Merci aussi à Swal, à Alisha, Zayn, qui m'ont vraiment facilité dans mon intégration. Ok.
Big thanks to Sahel, Elisha, and Zain, who made the whole process and beginning very easy.
Mais vraiment, mais aussi les frères et la famille de Hassan qui font un travail juste incroyable dans l'ombre. Vraiment.
And also a big thank you to Hassan's family, who behind closed doors do a lot of work.
Moi, ce qu'il faut savoir, c'est que j'ai passé 13 ans dans cette industrie et je dois dire que 2024 a été vraiment un tout tournant pour moi. Ok.
I've been in the industry over 13 years, and 2024 was a turnaround year for me.
J'ai remarqué que le monde du MLM était en train de changer. Après une année de réflexion sur le marketing de réseau, moi, j'ai décidé de faire le point et d'analyser différentes entreprises.
I realized that the network marketing industry and network was changing. So I decided to take a break for a year and really analyze the markets and different companies.
Et je voulais choisir vraiment une société qui allait m'aider à avancer et à réaliser mes objectifs.
And I wanted to be careful and pick a company that was aligned with my goals and really enable me to help people.
Je cherchais vraiment une société qui réunissait plusieurs critères qui sont super importants pour moi, un bon leadership, un bon plan de rémunération et un très très bon service.
I was looking for a company that ticked a lot of my boxes, such as good products and services, good leaderships,
Mais surtout une société qui apporte une tranquillité et une paix à ma vie et aux leaders qui m'entourent.
but most importantly, a company that has security and gives me peace for not only myself, but for my leaders.
Et quand je regarde vers l'avenir, je crois que vraiment 2025 va être une année exceptionnelle. C'est une année où j'ai envie de battre de nombreux records, où beaucoup de personnes sur le marché francophone veulent battre de nombreux records.
And I really believe that 2025 is going to be an exciting year as we're going to be able to break a lot of records. And not only myself, but a lot of French leaders are ready to break every single record.
Et grâce à notre détermination, à notre persévérance et surtout à notre capacité d'innover, moi je suis convaincu qu'aujourd'hui, on va battre des records et on va atteindre des records.
J'ai pas trop entendu, mon frère.
Hein?
Répète.
Je t'ai dit je suis convaincu que cette année, on va battre des records.
And he's convinced that this year they're going to break all the records.
Et je sais que chaque effort qu'on va faire aujourd'hui nous prépare à des succès encore plus grands demain.
And he's sure that every bit of work that's going to be put in now is going to get us ready for even bigger futures to come, bigger success to come in the future.
Le marketing de réseau, c'est avant tout des relations.
Network marketing, after all, is all about relationships.
C'est comme bâtir un pont entre les gens. On partage, on échange, on avance ensemble.
It's like joining a bridge with people. We share partnerships, we help each other, and we build friendships.
Et dans ce secteur-là, chaque petite action compte.
And in this industry, every single action counts.
Et moi, j'aime bien une phrase mais de Nelson Mandela, mais qui dit « Ça semble toujours impossible jusqu'à que ce soit fait ».
And he likes this phrase by Nelson Mandela, which it always sounds impossible until it's possible.
Et cette année 2025 va être énorme pour nous.
And this year, 2025, will be an amazing and a very big year for us.
Dans notre industrie, la persévérance, c'est la clé.
In our industry, persevering is the key to success.
Il faut jamais abandonner, même quand c'est dur. Et le mot le plus important dans notre activité, c'est la longévité.
We should never give up even when it gets hard. And the key word in our industry is longevity.
Dans mon rôle de VP France, j'ai hâte d'emmener le marché francophone au sommet avec les leaders qui sont présents.
As in my role of the VP of France, I'm excited to bring everyone that's with me to the summit and to the top.
Des leaders francophones qui ont fait un travail incroyable avant moi.
French leaders that have done an amazing job before himself.
J'apprécie vraiment deux leaders sur le marché français, Nas et Abou, qui ont fait vraiment un travail juste magique.
I appreciate two amazing leaders in the French market. Naz and Abu have done an amazing job before he has been able to come in.
Et je pense qu'ensemble, en 2025, on va faire une année mémorable et on va tous atteindre nos objectifs. Et je vous garantis qu'on va porter et on va planter le drapeau français chez Eaconomy.
And this year, we will have a memorable year, and without a doubt, we're going to be able to plant the French flag within Economy.
Merci beaucoup et je suis vraiment pressé de vous rencontrer et de tous vous voir réussir avec Economy.
Thank you very much, and he's excited to see every single one of you win in Economy.
Merci beaucoup Hassan et puis je vous dis à bientôt.
Thank you, Hassan, and see you all very soon. You're on mute, Hassan.
Thank you, Ryan. I was saying thank you so much, Hisham. Thank you so much. And how do you say it, Ryan? Is it merci beaucoup?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much, Habi. We're very happy to have you here, and we're excited to work with you in 2025. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring up the next. Ryan, thank you so much, Habi, for translating. I'm going to bring up the next speaker right now. We went to a few different places on the tour, more than a few actually, and it's an honor to bring him up today. And I would like to hear from him how he felt the year went, and why he's so excited about 2025 and what he believes we're going to be going into with Economy. So, Mr. Khan, our VP of the UK, are you there, Habi? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. Loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can hear you and I can see you. I can hear you and I can see you. I'm going to pin you, and then you can take it away, Habi. Thank you so much for being on the call today.
No worries, man. It's the thanks is all mine. I'm super excited. How many of you guys excited? I am fired up, man. Let me see. Let me check the chat. First and foremost, again, massive welcome to Mr. Hisham Larej. You know, a big inspiration even for me. I know many of you might not know him, but of course for me, I saw him and I really did look up to him from afar. You know, managed to meet him in person in Dubai briefly, but he doesn't speak much English, so there was translation, and I was listening to what he was saying, and I could tell even when he was speaking French, I could tell he's a strong leader. He's generated tens of millions in revenue, so it's amazing to see, because this time last year we had an event, a gala, and there was no Edwin Haynes, and there was no Hisham Larej in the company. And these are both multi-millionaires in the industry. So to have them with us now, it's like building a team of Galacticos. It's like building the real strength team. Like I can tell you guys right now, look, it's one thing being part of a great community, but it's another thing when you just know that the company is about to take over. It's really going to go to new heights in 2025. I'm super excited about everything that we've done. I don't want to take too long on this call because, of course, we've already heard the information. We've seen exactly what Eaconomy has been able to do. Hassan being at the helm, I remember starting in 2022. And everything that he kind of envisioned, we've kind of gone over that. There was no real talk about adding so much more corporate people in the next 2 years. There wasn't so much talk about how we'll be able to expand to over 100 countries, 200 countries. There wasn't that much talk about how we're going to launch crypto and if it's going to be before the bull run. And is the service going to be good enough? And we've just seen DeFiverse has done more than 220,000 pips in one calendar year. So if you were just with one service, DeFiverse, You know, if you away from, let's just say, away from Abdullah, away from all the other trading stuff, just on one service on a standard lot size, you could have made multiple six figures just from using one service. So no one can ever tell you the customer can't win by themselves. And I can tell you, about 8 years ago, when I got involved in network marketing and trading, the first testimonial I heard was, hey, you can make money without recruiting. And that's what got me. After that, I was like, whoa, because I came from an era where you'd have to sell products, you'd have to sell services. So when someone joined, the only way you would make money is if they went out and sold a product. The fact that a customer can now come in and make money, and you can actually make residual income from customers being happy to not make residual income. Think about that for a second. You're making residual income with people who don't even have to make residual income, and you'll still make it. That's crazy to hear in 2024, but that's what we have here in Eaconomy. It's not just great services, it's also massive value for money. And of course, I'm not here to motivate you. The people that are on this call right now, more than 2,000 of you that are on this call right now, you don't need to be motivated, because you are what we call self-motivated. And the self-motivated people, they don't need motivation. What they do need, though, is direction. And as long as you have direction on what it is that you want to do, then for me, nothing can stop you in what we need to do. Now, like I said, this year, I believe you gotta focus on what is modernized in today's day and age. And of course, trading network marketing for me is becoming less and less modernized to the general public. You know, everyone today knows about trading company. Everyone here today knows about Forex. Everyone here today knows about MetaTrader. Everyone here is now starting to know even about crypto. But the fact that they might know about crypto, you can have a big fortune, because we know that in 2025, we're looking into a major crypto bull run. We're looking at Bitcoin hitting, you know, maybe 150, maybe 200, maybe 250,000 in this year. And many analysts predict that. And so what does that mean for you? You have now a company that provides trading on crypto. It provides analysis on crypto, and it provides direction on where to invest in crypto. All of these things are fundamentals in our company. That means that all you have to do is share with people, hey, if you get started with us, you'll be able to know where to put your money. Even if you don't have the funds to invest in Bitcoin, you don't have 100K, you don't have 80K, you don't have 70K. But hey, what you do have, you might have $1,000. Now, $1,000 is not going to make you rich in Bitcoin, but it can make you money with trading Bitcoin. If the value of Bitcoin goes up or it goes down, you know, our trading experts will tell you to short the market or long the market based on where they think it's going to go, and you can make money with $1,000 in comparison to investing in Bitcoin and, you know, waiting for the money to go up, and you're not going to make much with $1,000. You won't even make much money if you had $100,000 compared to if you wanted to trade $100,000. You can make a lot more, of course, as long as you're learning from people that are doing it the right way. And you guys have seen in DeFi-verse, we're doing things the right way. Another thing I want you guys to really, really hone in on. I was gonna do an end of year call. Guys, I always do that. I always do like an end of year call. But I did speak to Hassan, and he said we're gonna do a company call, and I wanted to suppress this call. I'm gonna do a call though at the start of the year for the whole company, and I'm gonna do like a training for what we can do in 2025 to really build our business to another level, right? So, but what I want to do share with you, what I do want to share with you on this call right now is how you can be different to 2024, how you can be different to 2023. See, every one of us, there's one thing in common. We've all seen this year go by quickly for everyone. It's been crazy quick. And every year we say this, right? Every year it comes to December, we're like, whoa, how did that year just fly by? Right? How am I a year older? How am I already about to post about my own birthday again? Like, I'm about to do that in January. Right, I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but I'm about to do that post real soon. But in that post, when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, wow, I just done that. I look on my timeline, I go down. I was like, man, I just done that post a little while ago. So the years are gonna go by really quick. So here's what I can tell you: every year, if we don't improve ourselves, things won't improve for ourselves. if we don't improve ourselves, things won't improve for ourselves. So here's what I'd advise. Everyone has that extra 10% in them that they can do. But where do you want to put that extra 10%? Put that extra 10% outside of network marketing. Put that extra 10% inside of you. What do I mean by this? Person A goes to the gym. They train every single day consistently for the year. Person B goes to the gym, trains consistently for the year. But the person A that trains in the gym for the year, outside of the gym, they're speaking to people about nutrition. They're speaking to people about how they can exercise better. They're speaking to trainers about how they can lift better. Their form is better. They're speaking to people who have lost weight or people that have gained muscle. Or they're speaking to people in the fitness industry about what kind of regime they follow. They're speaking to people about their sleep patterns. They're speaking to people about their illnesses and what they go into when they're older. Do they go into back problems? Do they go into different diagnoses that affect them based on age or training or overworking or burnout? They surround themselves around the environment of what they're trying to pursue. They don't surround themselves around, oh bro, it's only Saturday, have a cheat day. Or it's only Christmas, everyone's eating junk today. Or it's only New Year's, bro, let's just go out today. Or, you know what, it's your birthday, why don't you just go all out? You can eat, it's tomorrow, you go to the gym again. And then person B is exactly that. Person B goes to the gym, routine, consistent, even if it's their birthday, but outside of the gym, they ain't eating right. The environment is still the same, folks. Doesn't matter if someone's in a chicken shop and you're sitting with them, they can't advise you on how to lose weight because they're in the chicken shop. You might not be eating the chicken, but that surrounding is different, right? You're not speaking to anyone about how to better your form. Small things like how you do a chest press, how you run, how you squat can change everything in your diaphragm. And it can make small striations in your body and look different just because of the people you're speaking to and who you're surrounding and what you're watching and what you're reading. That for me is, I think, something we need to focus on. I promise you, put yourself in this industry, outside of the industry, in the industry. Let others know what it is you do without pitching them what you do. See, when someone's a icon, this is why I always say, don't go icon for rank. Go icon for all areas. How you dress, how you speak, who your friends are, how you speak to those friends, how you associate yourself, what kind of, where do you go when it comes to parties? Are you in some, house party where there's a bunch of people that don't have ambition? Or are you at a gala event, in the end of the year, suited and booted in a tuxedo? Everything aligns with what kind of mindset you're at. I'll be honest with you, I can't get on certain airlines anymore. I can't get on certain flights anymore. I'll find different. I know people in our team right now who have put themselves at a level where they can't stay in certain hotels anymore. They can't eat certain food anymore. Why? Because they've just taken themselves away. They've put themselves away from that. They can't play PlayStation. I was speaking to Bells. Bells is like, bro, I know I've broken my PlayStation and I can get a new one. I got time for it, but I just can't put myself towards that anymore. I just can't do it. And so this is the kind of thing that you want to do in 2025. Put yourself in an environment where your whole state changes. Imagine in 2025, you'll be raising beasts. You'll be raising titans because they'll be like, oh, bro, Zayn does this, so I guess this is what it takes. If I'm going on trips, if I'm going on spontaneous trips to, Hawaii, and I'm posting it for my team, like, look, I'm getting content. I'm getting content. That's what it's all about right now. Getting content. Posting 5 times a day. Yeah, I'm getting TikToks. No, you see, what people do is they start thinking that that's the way you gain success. No, the way you gain success is not by traveling. You gain success, then travel. So the fact that someone's going to a country to get content so they think it's going to give them more success, that's the wrong mindset. What got you the success was the money for the ticket in the first place. You don't have to travel. So let's put ourselves in a mind frame now. Is what's got us there will get them there. What's got us there will get them there. Now, if we already act like we're there, then our team will think that, okay, he's already there. He's comfortable. Now, what do? We get comfortable too. I guess that's what it takes. No, put yourself in a mind frame that in 2025, I can do an extra 10%. I can add something else inside the industry and outside the industry. And I know, of course, you guys have seen, it's been amazing the amount of ranks we've been able to produce in the company. I can tell you guys right now, no BS, there's no one hitting ranks like Economy in 2024. There's not going to be any companies hitting ranks like us in 2025, especially when we hit our goal of paying out a billion in sales. Of course, when we hit 20 million a month in sales. Of course, when we start hitting 500 icons, there won't be anyone that's touching us on that level. When it gets to that stage, you want to ask yourself, the way I'm going to be the talk of the town, the way when you think about France, you hear about Hicham. When you think about France, automatically, when I hear about France, I think about Hicham. I think about Naz. I think about it. Why? Because they're market leaders. When I think about Poland, I think about Claudia. When I think about Latin America, I think about Fabi. When I think about the UK, I think about the UK leadership. So really and truly, what it comes down to is, are you going to be that person in 2025 when they think about your market, they say your name. They say, oh, that's the guy. She's the girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's doing her thing. Oh, he's doing his thing. Are you going to be at that level? And I'm telling you, a year is a long enough time to do that. There's enough events that are going to happen in 2025 for you to do that. There's enough momentum that you can create in 2025 for you to do that, especially with the bull run happening. So I want to celebrate with you guys. Remember, we've had a great year. I'm going to end it with this song because I believe this is what we need. So just before I close it out, I'll give it back to Hassan. Let's celebrate 2024. Let's open up the chat just with this song because I believe when I came into Economy, some companies will make a leader. Some companies will make you. But some companies will save you. And there's been some leaders in this company that have come in, me included, that have been saved. And that's why we call this place, when we close our eyes, this is paradise for us. Can you hear this? Oh, man. I wish you guys could hear it. This is paradise. I wish you guys could hear it. This is us right now. 2025, make this your paradise. Make this your place to go all in. I'll pass it back over to you, Hassan. Let's make it happen, bro.
Thank you so much, Haby. Guys, do me a favor in the chat. Let's show some love to our VP from the UK, Mr. Zain Khan. I know we couldn't hear the song, but I know exactly what song he's playing right now. And it's a beautiful song. And so, please, guys, let's show some love. I see it coming in. Zain, thank you so much, Haby. It was an incredible year we had together. And 2025 is going to be a big piece of it. I want to circle back later in the call about some of the things that Zain talked about because I couldn't resonate with them more, and the amount of people on this tour who told us how this company saved their life. And so I'm going to bring up now our Vice President of Business Development, Mr. Wilkins. Let's light up the chat, guys, so we can come on. We only got 2 more speakers, and then we're done. And then we got one very special slide. We're not done yet with the slides. We got one more special slide. But let's bring our VP up, Mr. Wilkins, and show him some love. I know we just spent the entire year together on the tour. It was incredible. It was exhausting. Sometimes we were in each other's space too much. But I got to tell you, man, the tour was very special, and the time we spent together was special. And I know all the countries we went to, it meant a lot to them. So please, Haby, tell us how you felt about this year and where you see us going in 2025.
Well, first of all, Hassan, I echo the sentiments of my dear brother from another mother, Mr. Zain Khan himself, a.k.a. Obina. That's his Nigerian name. But I like the haircut too. You got the part on the side. I see you. But man, I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I truly am, Hassan. 2024, I said, was the year of more. 2024 was the year of more. We were going to do more. We were going to be more. We were going to give more. And that's exactly what we did. And as a result of that, we are now starting to see some of the fruits of that labor, and so many people, so many lives that have been impacted, and many more that have been saved. Just like Mr. Zain Khan talked about there for a moment, there are some companies that make leaders. There are other companies that save leaders. And so many of you, you understand that. Some of us, we really feel that. It saved us from some bad decisions. It saved us from some silly decisions. You know, sometimes when leaders ascend to a certain height and they come down on the descent, they look for opportunities. And many times those opportunities are opportunities in the gray area. That's when you start seeing people get involved in Ponzi schemes, and people get involved in pump and dumps, and people get involved in all types of opportunities that are not on the up and up. And as a result of that, they face prison time, like many of them are doing now. Many leaders, they have cost people millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. They've lost real friendships and real relationships. So when you say economy has saved leaders, I know exactly and precisely what you mean when you make that statement, Zane. Not only that, let me say this to you. It saved lives. I never forget, Hassan, as you're talking about this tour that we were on, I know we did over 20 some countries. I know I was in 15 of those 20 over the last 6 months. And all of them were special in their own right and in their own way. I remember going over to Bolivia and hearing the conversation from some of the leaders there, and Fabiana and that incredible team in Bolivia. And I'm not just singling out Bolivia. There were impactful things that took place in Poland. I mean, our company shifted. There was a shift. Everybody type in the comments, shift. There was a shift that took place with your executive team and with your company after the Poland event. I'm telling you, there was a cataclysmic shift. I don't know if you can translate cataclysmic, but there was a cataclysmic shift that took place in Poland, and it set up the trajectory of the remaining of the tour. The energy, the excitement that was happening, that did happen in the Philippines. What happened as a result of the Philippines, the lives, the leaders, the camaraderie that shifted and took place was phenomenal. That even led not only into to the Philippines, the chemistry that developed as a result of what took place in Canada with Jerome, and I know we just had a brand new icon, Tommy, that promoted right there in Canada. I mean, it was amazing all the way into the Argentina market. Things that happen in Argentina cannot be described with words alone. You have to feel the energy in Argentina. Ecuador was first class. I mean, just the energy there, the excitement, the professionalism that took place, the crying closet moments that happened in Ecuador, all the way into, like I was talking about, Bolivia, even Colombia, Bogota, and Cali. I mean, Cali was transformative. The big events, the small events, the connection that took place in those markets. But I will tell you this, Bolivia, something special about Bolivia. There was some unique and peculiar that happened in Bolivia. But Bolivia, we were sitting across at one of the leadership dinners, and at the event in Bolivia, we had heard a story. We had seen people being recognized, and there was this young lady there. She was crying through the entire event as we were speaking. And, you know, you never know what's happening with a person sitting in the audience. You never know when you're speaking and when you're sharing your testimonial and your trials. Write this down. People are impressed with your strength. They're impacted by your struggle. People are impressed with our strength, but they're impacted by our struggle. And I was seeing her cry throughout the event, and I saw her be recognized. I think it was Prodigy 3K or 5K, and she fell into the arms of Hassan, just sobbing on him. And later on that night, we went to dinner, and we were at this incredible restaurant, and we were sitting across, and we were talking and exchanging stories and struggles. And this lady, she said, "You guys don't know this." Ingrid said, "You guys don't know this, but I had set in my mind that I was not going to miss this event. She said, I had put in my mind that I was going to be here and I was going to tell Hassan, I was going to tell you guys how much this company means to me. She talked about, her never having experience in trading, that she had started off as a chef, and she's a little bit older in terms of age, but she has such a young spirit. And she was talking about how her and Fabiana's mother knew each other, and how Fabiana's mother actually invited her into Economy, and they would sit down and they would draw out the charts on pen or using pen and paper so she could understand the candlesticks. She would draw it out on pen and paper, and they would go through it, and they would look at what that was, and what a pip was, and stuff. She learned all of that with pen and paper. She said, in my mind's eye, I saw this day coming. I knew I had to be here, and we was like, oh man, that was incredible. I mean, thank you so much for being here. Glad that you got promoted. She says, even my doctors said I wasn't supposed to miss my appointments today. I said, your doctors are okay. I understand. Did you had a toothache or something, or just a yearly checkup? She said, no, it wasn't that. It's I missed my chemotherapy treatment. I was diagnosed with cancer. And she said she missed her chemo treatment. She postponed her chemotherapy treatment to be at the event, against what her doctors told her to do. She says coming to the event meant more to her than taking chemotherapy for the day. She says her goal and her dream is to die as an icon in Economy. And as the tears began to leap out of my eyes, I tried to catch them before they leaped out. And Mr. Edwin Haynes, he jumped up from the table. I jumped up from the table. I ran into the bathroom because I didn't want to have them see me cry the way I was about to cry. I wasn't about to cry. I was about to weep, because so many times we don't understand that the work we're doing is not just about the money. And I know you're doing it for the money. It's not just about the recognition. And I know we do it for the recognition, but what we do saves lives. So when we talk about this company, save some leaders. I'm telling you, we not only save leaders, but the work we're doing, it saves lives. It gives people hope. It gives them a vision to hold on to, something to fight for, something to keep going for, something to strive to accomplish. And so as you go out through your daily journey, as you go out and you're talking to people, as you're reading the charts, as you're attending the events, understand that all of that is for the purpose of saving a life, even if it's not just your own. 2024, the tour was so impactful, and I will leave you with this story. I was reminded of the flight that was going from Canada to America. On this flight, it was completely full, completely booked, 175 people on the flight. Canada to California is not that long of a flight, just a few hours, but they go off and they take off. They take off on this flight going to California, and they're headed over here, and it's an hour into the flight. They're starting to do the service, and the stewardess get up. They go to serve the meals. They go to serve the meals to the first class, because first class, you gotta get your meals. I can't wait for all of you to fly first class. If you're gonna fly first class in 2025, put 555 in the chat. If you know 2025, you are gonna come alive, put 555 in the chat. Put 555. I'm saying, in first class, ask these icons. Oh, first class, they give you that hot towel. Oh, it smells so good too. I don't know. They spray some linen on there. I don't know what they do, but you take that out. You wipe your face because you had just stood in line to get you your seat, and you sit down in first class or business class, and they come out and they give you real cutlery. They give you real knives and real forks and real plates so you can eat. But they were doing the servicing, and they were servicing people back in coach as well. Nothing wrong with coach. If you got to start off in coach, that's all right. I've flown coach. If you've flown coach before in your life, put 111 in the chat. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Put 111 in the chat if you've flown in 38F. Ain't nothing like 38F. You've flown in 34D and 34G. Yeah, I've flown all of that. Put that 111 in the chat if you've done that. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not looking down on anybody. We're looking up to where we're going. But they start servicing the meal. Let me finish the story. And as they were serving the meal, they hit a little turbulence on the way. Sometimes in life, you're going to hit turbulence even when it's unexpected. But if you're like me, I don't mind the turbulence as long as the captain warns me beforehand. See, I have such a peace and such a calm, relaxed nature on a flight. If the pilot comes on and says, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to hit a little rough patch. Make sure you're buckled up. Take your seats for a moment. We're going to tell the stewardess to sit down because we're going to go through a little rough patch. See, if you tell me that I'm okay with whatever rough patches we're going to hit. By the way, I'm one of your captains coming on telling you in 2025, we're going to hit some rough patches, but don't worry. We're going to climb higher and we're going to level off. Just stay with us a little while longer. But they made the announcement. And so they made the announcement. Everybody was calm. Everybody was okay. They were still serving, and they hit the little rough patch. And what they didn't realize is one of the passengers out of the 175 was moving back to California from Canada, and he was taking his pet snakes with him. He had 4 different snakes that were on the plane under the compartment with all of the other luggage. So he had 4 of his pet snakes. It was completely approved to have them on the plane. He couldn't have them on the plane, but he could have them in the plane. And because they were in the plane, they were by the luggage. But when they hit turbulence, one of the suitcases bumped heads or bumped where the cage was with all of his snakes, and it caused the cage to open up. When the cage opened up, the snakes came out of the cage and made their way from all of the luggage and started creeping and crawling all the way on to the plane where the passengers were sitting. The pilot made the announcement, we've leveled off, you're free now to unbuckle, and if you need to use the restrooms, you can. And as he did that, one of the stewardess started to move the coffee and the tea down the aisle, and she saw 2 of the snakes. And immediately she saw the snakes, she started to scream. And some of the other passengers around her saw what she saw. They saw the snakes as well, and they began to panic, and they began to scream. And as they started to scream and panic, she went and grabbed the phone. And then they started to see the other snakes that were crawled up, and they were moving about the plane. Everybody's getting scared. She calls to the pilot and says, pilot, please, we've got to land the plane. There's snakes on our plane. The pilot says, what do you mean? Snakes on the plane? She says, yeah, there are real snakes on the plane, and they're moving past and starting to crawl to where the passengers are seated. We got to land the plane. The pilot says, we cannot land the plane because we are already over an hour into our flight. We would have to make a U-turn and fly an hour back to land the plane. And as he was making that announcement to her, the co-pilot was sitting next to him. And the co-pilot says, pilot, what do you mean? What's going on? The pilot tells the co-pilot that they're saying there's snakes in the main cabin. There's snakes on the plane, and they want us to turn the plane around. The co-pilot says, we don't need to turn the plane around. All we need to do is climb higher. The pilot says, what do you mean we need to climb higher? He says, all we need to do is climb higher. The pilot's looking funny, saying, why do we need to climb higher? The co-pilot says, you didn't know this, but I used to work at the zoo. I'm a zoologist by trade before I became a pilot. And I used to work with the reptiles. And I know that snakes cannot live at high altitudes. If we climb higher, the snakes that are on our plane will die. So the pilot says, no problem. He says, ma'am, sit still. I'll be right back with you. He hangs up the phone and he begins to pull up higher. They begin to go faster and he pulls up higher, and they go from the 30,000 feet that they went up to 35,000 feet. They climbed a little bit higher to 40,000. They climbed to 50,000 feet, and he calls back out. He says, how are the snakes doing? The stewardess says, pilot, the snakes have stopped moving. The snakes are not moving at all. They see, hold on one second, and she kicks. The snake doesn't move. She kicks the other snake. The snake doesn't move. She says, pilot, I think the snakes are dead. The pilot says to the co-pilot, you were right. The snakes are not moving. They're dead. How did you know this? He says, I've worked with snakes before. They're designed to get on everybody's plane, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're traveling to. But you cannot panic when you see snakes in your business. You cannot panic and get scared when the snakes start crawling through your organization. You cannot get so scared and start screaming when snakes do what they're designed to do. What you've got to do as the pilot of your economy business is you've got to climb higher. The snakes that bothered you at the influencer level, I promise you, if you climb the prodigy, those snakes will stop moving. If you've got snakes right now in your business or snakes in your bed, you don't need to panic. You don't need to cuss. You don't need to cry. You don't need to scream. All you need to do is climb higher. If you've got snakes in your business right now, lying and snakes hissing at your organization, they're trying to cause division. That's what snakes do. Don't respond. All you got to do is what? Climb higher, because snakes cannot live in high altitudes. You've got to climb higher. Go from Prodigy 3K to Prodigy 5K. Climb higher. Go from Prodigy to Icon. Climb higher. Go from Icon to Icon 25 or Icon 15, Icon 25, Icon 50, Icon 75. You keep climbing, because the higher you climb, the less you hear the hissing, the less you hear the snakes, the less you hear all the deception and the lies and the cheating. See, all of 2024, all your executive team has been doing is we've been climbing higher. We saw the snakes on the plane. We didn't respond to them. Guess what we did? Climbed higher. We saw the misfortunes and the manipulation. We didn't address that. You know what we did? Climb higher. And now some of you are like, what happened to this? What happened to that leader? What happened? You know what happened to them? They couldn't make the leap. They couldn't make the climb. They couldn't go to the next level. And there's so many people in the business and so many more people in your life that once you climb high, they'll stop moving and they will no longer be a threat for your goals. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about 2025. 2024 was the year for more, where we gave more, we did more, we became more. 2025, your dream is coming alive. So with that, Mr. Hassan Mahmoud, thank you so much. I'm excited about our future. I'm excited about 2025. I cannot wait to lock arms in person and finish out what we've started this many years ago. It's exciting what's happening, and it's so exciting to see what's taking place in the lives of so many people that are not only lives that are transforming, but lives that are being saved as well. So I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Wow. Just wow. Guys, type climb higher in the chat if what Mr. Wilkins just talked about resonates. What a powerful story, because it's literally what we are doing year after year. We're doing it from our commissions. We're climbing higher. We're doing it from our providers and products. We're climbing higher. We're doing it from our icons. We're climbing higher. Our influencers, our prodigies, our tours. We're climbing higher. Our events. We're climbing higher. And, sometimes a snake can sustain some altitude, but it won't be able to survive eventually. And so, wow, what a powerful way to close out the year with one final word from you, my brother. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm just like, you got me at, like, I thought we were about to go on stage right now. I know I'm excited. And I know our last speaker as well, our president, is excited as well. It's time to climb higher and get out of these snakes. Thank you so much, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring up, well, before I bring him up, I'd like to share my screen, okay? I'm going to share my screen, and I want you guys to do me a favor. The chat is still open, I believe. It's open now. We were able to do something this year around March that was truly, truly amazing and truly magical. We were able to bring on Mr. Edwin Haynes as the president of Eaconomy. I'm not sure if you saw the video early in the year. This gentleman's done over $400 million in global sales and more with other organizations. He's a powerhouse trainer, but most importantly, the leadership that this man has, the leadership level that he is here to pour into all of our affiliates and even the team on the back end, from the corporate team to the employees. It's truly been a blessing. So do me a favor in the chat. If you saw Edwin on this tour, just say welcome, say thank you, whatever word you want to use. I know the amount of leaders that were at Icon 25 that after, got to meet with Edwin, their business exploded, and a lot of others who were 3Ks who exploded. And I know the massive impact he's already had on this company in 2024 is crazy. And in 2025, it's going to be even bigger. And so without further ado, I would love to bring up my brother, Mr. Haynes, on the call. He's now a brother to me. And we also spent the entire tour together. And it was something I'll never forget, but it was what was necessary. We started out, guys, by saying that the tour was the Ignite EEA tour. We were going to ignite the passion, ignite the sales, ignite the movement, which we did. We did do that. But, a few countries in, Mr. Haynes said, you know what? This has now turned into the Belief Tour. It has now turned into the Belief Tour. And so we all have so much love and respect and belief in you. And I would love for you to share with everyone, my brother, your personal experience this past year. And it hasn't been a year. We announced you, I think, in March at the Eric Worre studio, and it was incredible. And it hasn't been a year. But if you don't mind sharing with everybody a few words about this past 2024 and where you believe what we're going to do in 2025 is going to be and what's going to happen, I would greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I'm sitting here in spirit just to hear the professionalism of who you have assembled here from a corporate standpoint. You heard from, of course, Hisham, who's there in France, and good friend of mine now, Zane, who's running the UK and all over the place there, more than that. And then Jared just lit it up with his experience. I've been knowing him for many years and seeing him coming through the industry, and now to see the professional that we have in Mr. Jared Wilkins is comforting to me to know that we are in the right hands when we come down to leadership. Well, you also look at the field leadership and people that are taking on other roles with Sahel and Alicia, Fabiana, Claudia, Lily, even Julio over in different over in the different markets, and so many different people, Bells that knocking it out, and all of the leaders that we have from the top on through the organization. People ask sometimes, does this business work? You know what? All I have to do now is just talk about the people. I don't know, but you probably need to hear about Mr. Bells. Premium Bells. I don't know, but you need to hear the story about Alicia. I don't know, but you probably need to hear about this person that was over in Ecuador and different places that we talked about, and we met on the tour that we did there. Not only was it a belief for the people that we went to see, and I'm going to say this too, in my years of being in this industry, I have not seen an owner that would take the entire staff or the top leadership and go around the globe, literally around the globe, to the people, and not only just have us there, but participate in every bit of the events, giving, spending money, investing time, and just to show that we mean business. To me, that meant a lot to me. It was something different. Zane keeps saying there's nobody in the industry doing what we're doing. And you're absolutely right. That's why, for me, I sold out to the commitment that I made back in March. I was sold out on the products when we first introduced to the company, but then I became sold out to the people that I met and that I knew that I was involved with. And I know without any doubt that this is the right place to be, and that we will probably make new history, if you will. We're going to make some history in what we're doing right now because people are watching. They want to see if we're going to survive, and we've already overcome certain challenges that took place that would have taken out most companies. And also, I want to make sure for me that I know who's at the head and steering the ship. I can't say enough about you, Hassan, for what your commitment is and all the things that I know you do behind the scenes. The time that we invested on the road talking. I know I'm just coming back from the office in California, 4 or 5 days that we were there. No one there but us, laying out the future of the company, looking at what did we do right, looking at things that we, need to get rid of and focus on where we're going. And we put a plan together of how to get there and exactly who is going to be benefiting that we have now. And I still say the biggest income earner may not have even hit the company yet. They may fall somewhere in your organization if you're willing to do your part to attract them. And so I'm going to say that tool that we did, as you heard Jared talk about, it impacted those people, but most importantly, it impacted the company. Now we know who we're fighting for. We know why we're doing what we're doing to make this company happen. We know why we are going out to go through the challenges that we do. And I always say the ones who solve the most challenges make the most money. In any leadership level, you will find that happens for a person. And just like the story Jerry was talking about. And so it changed us. And then we ended it up in Dubai. We had a blast there. We went through some training, but then we had to had a chance to bond with one another. And again, you know what? We play hard. We work hard, but we play extremely hard too. This is what I like about the group. And we have genuine fun together. There's one thing to be in the business where, hey, I'm going to make my money there. I don't care for the people, but I'm just going to make my money. No, we have an atmosphere that we actually love the people we do business with. I can't wait to see the team again. I'm needing my fix right now because I haven't seen some of the people in weeks or whatever. And I know we communicate, but I need my fix. I need to get around some of the excitement that we have in those leaders. And that is the environment. And I'm going to tell you, I have been in different environments. I have seen the environments. I've seen people try to manufacture the environment. What I know now is that this is not manufactured. This was organically built. I know for a fact that we haven't done all that we can do and will do because we didn't have the foundation. We were laughing, Hassan and I, and some of the leaders, that we've talked to them as well. We were saying, we don't even have all the foundational things put in place, but we're still able to pay out $34 million this year. We don't have all the foundational things in place, but we still deliver on all of those pips that people earn money from. We don't have everything in place, but we still broke over 100 icons more than what we said. And I am telling you right now, there's no expense being spared. There's no time being wasted. And we're putting that foundation in place for you to go out there and win bigger than you've ever won before. Some of you all will be your first time ever winning like this. Some of you all will go to one level to the next, and you had some success, but you're going to have it bigger. And some of you all are going to have full generational wealth changes because of what we're doing in this company right now. And again, on behalf of myself and my family, because we have made a family commitment. That's how we operate over here. And I'm going to tell you, we put some priorities together in my life, and that helped me out for me. And I'm not here to get into certain things, but I'm just going to tell you, for me, how we have done it has always been God first, family, and then business. And we have that organization in check. And so the organization, how we do things. And so we keep the main thing, and family and all that stuff. But I can tell you right now, the business that's taking place, our family said, listen, we're going to make a sacrifice right now for the bigger good of everyone that's involved. Because we have an opportunity of a lifetime. And I keep telling you all this. Some of you all have heard it before, and I'm going to wrap up on this as well. I have been part of companies that have gone into momentum before. We have not done that yet. I'm just telling you right now, I know for a fact that we have not gone into momentum. But there was a window of time, a small window of opportunity of time. It's almost like I use the analogy of the space shuttle. If you know anything about a rocket going into space, coming in and out of space, there's a window of opportunity that you have to enter the atmosphere and take off going out of the atmosphere. There's a window of time for you to do that, and the conditions have to be right. Otherwise, things will not work in your favor. I can tell you right now, we are in that window of time where we're about to take off and go into momentum. I believe after putting the plans together, because I'm seeing Hassan do exactly what we put in place in terms of the plan of how we're going to do 200 million next year. You think we've done something now, we're going to blow those numbers out of the window. We're gonna expand around the globe like never before. And I'm watching him strategically put the plans in place. No hype. He's putting some of the plans that we put together in action, and he'll come back and tell me the result. I'm like, man, you behind the scenes working. Yeah, that's why I couldn't call you back, because I was doing this. And he's coming back and laying out the results and said, this is all we need to do to carry it out. I am telling you, there's an undercurrent of success that's starting to happen. And all you have to do is be in the stream and the flow to catch the next wave of momentum that can absolutely change your lives. That's going to start coming up January 18th. We're going to have an event. It'll be done virtual in parts of it, and some people may be able to attend depending on how we wrap it up and going to do it. But I would not miss. You need to clear your schedule. You need to begin to promote, and there will be things that will be discussed that I know for a fact and released and announced that I know for a fact will propel us into momentum bigger than I have ever seen. And I can't wait for you to experience that. And so with all of that said, again, I want to say thank you to every leader, future leader, and every leader that I have met on the road and have communicated with. I am so proud to serve as the president and be a partner with you in this company. I want to say thank you to all of our corporate team around the globe who works around the clock to make this happen, because we may be looking like we're doing something as these executives and top leaders, but listen, sometimes we're like if you will, like a swan or whatever going across the water smooth. You see them going across the water smooth, but you don't see all the paddling that take place under the water. And we're paddling like crazy, but we're keeping the ship going steady. And also we have the right leader that's in place. So I can't wait to see the results. We did this in 2024. I have made my commitment because I have been able to experience exactly what we have. And I can't wait to see what we're going to do with 2025 and beyond, because this is our time. So thanks again, Hassan. Thanks for trusting me with the company, with the group. And I look forward to us having some major success and breaking records together.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, can we drop 2025 in the chat? Write the numbers 2025 for next year if you are excited, if you are grateful for everything that Mr. Haynes just shared right now. Please drop 2025 in the comment. Ed, thank you so much. We're grateful for you, and so is the entire team. Everyone who can be on today's call. 2025, 2025, 2025. Okay, guys, I'm going to get to the last slide, and then we're going to let everybody go. Now, I'm very excited to share this because it has a lot to do with what's coming on January 18th. We keep talking about this date. This date. Now, I'm not amazing. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it, man. We have the best team in the world, and we're only going to get better. I'm gonna turn the chat off for just a second because I want you guys to see this and focus so we can let everybody go. Thank you, translators, for being on the call today. You guys have been amazing. But I want to share with you guys what is happening on January 18th. January 18th, we are going to have a 4-hour event. a 4-hour online virtual event, and we're dropping a lot. We're dropping a lot. We're finally going to release a lot of things. So you're not going to want to miss this date. A lot of people think that Economy is in momentum. I'm talking about some newer members or people outside watching us. We're not in momentum. I keep saying it. Our president keeps saying it. Our VP of Business Development keeps saying it. Our other VPs keep saying it. We all know. We've all been a part of momentum, and we know we're not in momentum. After this event, January 18th, Economy will finally go into pre-momentum, and it's because of everything that you see here. We have a new website coming out. Super excited about that. We have a new back office coming out. I'm going to open the chat. If you guys are excited about the new back office coming out, drop a one in the chat if you're excited about the new back office coming out. We have a new back office coming out where it's robust, it's fast, it's going to be able to scale at the rate that we're scaling, and we'll never have to go backwards ever again. I know the last few years we've had challenges with our current provider because they got bought out and they just didn't support the same system anymore. But the fact that we went through those challenges this past year and you guys still did what you did this year, the company still accomplished what it accomplished, shows that we are a force to be reckoned with. So imagine what's going to happen. You guys are in a great environment, right? We have a new commissions wallet being released. That means you're going to have a wallet from Economy, and the wallet you'll have your commissions, and you can withdraw it fiat. You can withdraw it to your debit card. There's a new debit card attached to it coming out on the 18th. All this is done. We're just releasing it on the 18th. You can withdraw it to your Tiger wallet if you want in crypto. You can do direct ACH to your bank account. You know, if you're in the US, Canada, via Plaid. Like, this thing is amazing, okay? It's going to help us grow in certain markets that we're going to be finally rolling out in. We have our new EA merch store. I know everybody on the tour has been asking, where can I get swag? Where can I get merch? We have a merch store coming out, and this store is going to be hot, and I can't wait for you guys to experience it and just, you know, feel that Economy love and success while you're wearing your clothes. We have a new digital product coming out. Now, I'm not going to write, we didn't write what it is. I would say about 10 of the leaders know what it is. All of the icons will know what this is by next week. But this product is going to be a major catalyst into what is going to happen for Economy 2025. So you don't want to miss the call on the 18th, because this thing is going to release and you're going to know what kind of trading product. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have said trading. Digital products. I don't want you to guess what it is. But icons, you're going to see this next week. And this product, there's nothing like it in the industry, and it's never been nothing like it, and it's going to go nuts. We're also going to drop our new Futures Trading Academy. I'm so excited about this because our director of stock options, Miss Jessica Ramos, who has killed it, absolutely killed it, as you saw the results, has been telling me now for a few months that we should definitely go and release futures education and trading into the space and into Economy. And I'm listening to Jess. I watched a lot of her material, and a lot of her students, her higher level students right now that have used it this past year, have made even more money additional to their stock options gain. So shout out to Jessica. Jessica, you freaking rock. Thank you for always, asking how you can help make the company better for everybody, not just for the stock options community. We have a new physical product coming out. I am pumped about this. This physical product is going to be released in the US, Canada, Poland, UK, Mexico, Ecuador, and Colombia. And this physical product itself as well is going to be a completely different ballgame of revenue for Economy. And Mr. Haynes will be leading the charge on that one with a lot of our other executives, especially in the US and Canada market. On January 18th, we're also going to be announcing some dates as well that have to do with the US specifically and states that we're going to go to next year to finally launch the US properly. So January 18th, guys, don't miss it. We have a new marketing system coming out. That means done for you funnels, done for you marketing system, all attached to your Economy business that we put together for you through my and our team's expert experience of years and years and years, that you can just send to people. Like, if you don't know what to say, cool. Here, just send them this link. And after they make the decision to purchase It's coded and attached to your link. If you run advertisements, awesome. You don't, awesome. This thing is amazing. January 18th. New company PowerPoint, January 18th. We're also announcing our first Europe convention on January 18th. We've never had a convention yet, and we're finally going to do it. We're going to do our first one in Europe this year, coming year. We're also going to be doing our first Latin America convention. We were in Latin America on the tour, and it was incredible. Every country in Latin America. Thank you to all the leaders that organize every event, every icon. Thank you guys. Really, really appreciate all of you and everything that you guys put together for us on the tour this year in Latin America. But we're going to do our first Latin America convention as well. And so this date, you're not going to want to miss it because it will change Economy forever, and we will finally go into our pre-momentum, and by the end of 2025, we are going to be in momentum. Now, to kick the year off right and to close it off strong, we wanted to share this with you guys. For the next 72 hours, you can screenshot this right now. For the next 72 hours, we have a promo going on right now with the sale for the Elite Pack, Gold Pack, or D5verse Pack. You can get a $25 discount, and a new member can get a $25 discount. You still get a fast start, which is awesome. So we're releasing this discount. You can screenshot this right now, guys. We're excited. Don't sleep. Like, there's one thing you should understand. Don't close out the year by just being lazy. Close out the year with the ambition and excitement that Hisham has. Close out the year with the ambition and excitement that Zayn has. Close out the year with the ambition, excitement, dedication that Mr. Wilkins has. Close out the year with the ambition, excitement that Mr. Haynes has. Close out the year with ambition and excitement for every single person that went Icon this year. I'm telling you guys, you can close off the next 3 days, the end of 2024, to catapult you into 2025. You know, guys, I want to share something with you, and then we're going to let everybody go because it's very important to me to just be real with everyone for a second. I'm going to pin this real quick, then I'm going to let everybody go. This morning I got a reminder on my phone. I love Facebook memories. If any of you guys have been on Facebook long enough, if you're old as me, you get memories sometimes. And it's interesting sometimes to see the funny things or the train of thought of when you said something. But it's even more powerful, I believe, when I see the moments where I remember these moments so clear because they're attached to emotion. And look, I'm going to show you. I'm not making this up. I'm on my Facebook. That's me. I'm going to my memories, and I'm scrolling down. And this was right here, 14 years ago. Okay, and 14 years ago, right here. Don't read the bottom one. That has to do with basketball. That was 15 years ago. But 14 years ago, right here, I don't know if the camera can see it right there. It says nothing. Let me read it to you first, and then I'll show you guys. Nothing's harder than not being able to spend time with the people you care about. 14 years ago on Facebook, I wrote, nothing's harder than not being able to spend time with the people you care about. I'll screenshot it and drop it in my Instagram or whatever, or Telegram. But I'm gonna read it one more time and then we're done. Nothing's harder than not being able to spend time with people you care about. I wrote that, guys, because just like you, I was on a journey. Whether you're a prodigy, whether you're an influencer, whether you're brand new, whether you're a customer just making money trading today, I don't care what country you're in, but just like you, I was on a journey. And just like you, all I wanted to do was be able to spend time with the people I loved. That could have been siblings, that could have been parents, that could have been cousins, that could have been my best friends. But nothing was harder than as you grow up and you become an adult where you have to, separate, especially when you become an adult. You get adult responsibilities and life hits you. Or maybe some of you guys on the call, there's a lot of people in the world are going through different challenges. It could be health, like we talked about earlier about Ingrid. And Ingrid, if you're on the call, I love you so much. Keep up the brave fight. You inspire me every single day. And it was such a treat meeting you, and it was a gift. But guys, it could be anything. And we talked about today the amount of money that went back into families like yours. Families like me, when I needed it 14, 15 years ago. I would have killed to have found a company like Eaconomy or something like that could have helped me change my life. or I could leverage a platform or educators or technology, whatever it is, experts. I didn't have it. And so I'm telling you guys, this is for you if you haven't figured that out by now. And so we love you guys. This can be the vehicle that saves and changes your life. This can be the vehicle that can help elevate you away from all of the darkness of people with bad intentions around you. This can be the safe space for you to feel like a family and be a part of the culture and have fun with us as well. It's not just about money, it's about experiences. And I just want to say that I am truly, from the bottom of my heart, so grateful for all of you guys. It was a treat and a gift to meet everybody on tour this year. I want to say thank you to Philippines. I want to say thank you to Canada. I want to say thank you to Ecuador, Argentina. Thank you. I want to say thank you to Colombia. I want to say thank you to Mexico. I want to say thank you to Slovakia. I want to say thank you to Poland. I want to say thank you to France. I want to say thank you to Netherlands, UK. Thank you. Sweden. Thank you. In any country, Nigeria. Thank you. In any country I didn't say that we went on the tour, I don't want to keep everybody on this call, but we thank you guys so much and all of your hard work and all of your commitment. And we can't wait to see all of you blossom in 2025. And we can't wait to see you guys hit newer heights. And we can't wait to see you guys change your family situation. And we can't wait to see you guys on the January 18th call next month of 2025. Everything's going to change. And the very simple answer to maybe a question that you may ask yourself, like, is my life going to change? The only thing that's going to separate from you being able to achieve that is if you're not around. If you're not a part of it and you quit. Think about all the people that started this year that were an apprentice that went Icon. What if they quit 3 months into the year? Think about all the people who've been in the company for 2 years and they broke through 3K to 25, Icon 25. What if they quit? Right? Think about all the people that aren't going to be able to experience all the crypto excitement this coming year because they quit from DeFiverse. So thank you guys. We believe in you so much. We appreciate you guys so much. And we love you guys so much. I'll see you on our January 18th call. And let's kill the next 72 hours. And let's go all out. And let's see how you close off your 2024 to go into 2025. Thank you guys.